a cuss person?
Yes, sir, I believe so.
Did you call the police department?
Yes, sir.
What for?
You in a gray sweatshirt. Hold on a second.
I wanted to see y'all for a minute.
You. What are you doing in the store, partner? Come on over here.
Get a damn drink. What's your problem?
What's wrong? Get you all. Pull your hand out of your pockets.
Which one?
What's your name?
Talk to me? Yes, sir. Identification on it?
What's your name?
Ralph Johnson.
What are you doing in the store,
I'll
Ralph?
get my drink, this.
Ralph, talk to me.
I'm gonna have you out.
What are you doing in the store?
I ain't doing nothing, I bought a
What you
drink.
call me? Huh?
What's the problem?
What you call me?
Nothing, we're just checking. Is your current address?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You in here for customer service?
yes, sir, I'm sure. I'm gonna get a drink, man. Everything okay?
Yes, sir, thank you.
We'll talk about that in a second. I'll just have to sit right here, okay? What's the story on that guy? Nothing? All right, I'm gonna fill out a few interview card. Nothing at all.
How much are your cigars over here, lady?
Great.
75 cents.
We can go.
This guy is suspicious.
Maybe suspicious, he's ugly too. Which is not
Only 75 cents.
Cut it. Come on back. Come on back.
See you then.
Cut it. I saw that I was walking out.
Why'd you come back?
That's when you should.
Because I talked to him, I said, you check the guy out, what's the story of it? He says, nothing. I said, did you see the gun? Oh, and we came back in.
Okay. All right. First of all, you got to call a suspicious person, right?
Right.
All right. What did the lady tell you when you talked to her?
Nothing, absolutely nothing.
How come now y'all all the way across the store?
Well, he walked.
When I walked over to the counter, you said, I think one of them has a gun and maybe gonna rob the store.
Right.
I said, which one?
One of the blue
You said one in the blue jacket. You didn't say you'd seen a gun. You said, I think one of them has a gun and maybe gonna rob the store. That does not give anyone probable cause to touch anyone for any reason.
Okay.
No, I
What you
agree with that.
think
You didn't have to
doesn't
touch
count.
it.
Now, let's back up a little bit. All right, you get a call, suspicious persons. All right, you come in. All right, you took control of this subject. All right, the only thing I see that maybe you did wrong, you should have had him take his hand out of the pocket before you approached him. Okay? And when you turned him away from you, you turned. All right, he had his hand in this pocket here. When you turned it, you let that hand get out of your sight even that much more. Maybe if you brought him back, his hand, so you could have a better view of that hand. Now, I may be mistaken if I am somebody for me. If you go want to call a suspicious person, anytime you believe that there's a possible that your life or someone else's life is in danger, or someone can put you in danger, you have the right to a pat down. To certain things. So you had the right to pat this man down. Now you didn't have the right to search him, but you got the right to pat him down.
You can feel
You do have.
the outside of his clothing for any object, a hard object that may be a weapon. If you feel something hard, you can actually go for it. Turns out to be a razor, a comb or something, then you put it back. But if you squeeze and you find something soft, like could be marijuana, you can't get it. You're looking for a weapon.
That's right.
But you had the right to pat down.
I think on the information that the manager gave, it was very, very flimsy to begin
I
with.
see why she was, because if these guys had approached her to rob her already, and then they kind of backed off, she's not gonna say it's a robbery, because then gunfire.
Well, you'll find out too, most of the places that do have all robbed or have a lot of robbed, they don't want to tell you anyway, because they're afraid they're going to be taken hostage or someone inside the store is going to get hurt.
Or they'll come back later.
Right. But I make fix. Am I wrong on that? I believe that you're going to call like this, that with her information, the officer has a right to a pat down.
Yes.
Okay? Does anybody else have anything to add? You have anything to add from your view?
Like I said, the only thing is, if he was asking me from the door what was the matter, I couldn't say from the door that I think this guy's going to stick the place up. and point to anybody in particular. That would have been absolutely obvious
Well,
too.
if he
And
walked over to you, he'd have turned his back on somebody that was already acting suspicious.
Okay. One other thing, as soon as you walked in, both of y'all picked up the 2 people.
Back off or I'm gonna kill this guy! Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off or I'm gonna shoot this guy's head off! Back off! Back off!
Hey, what's this way? Springs, you got a gun.
Running from the area in a northwest direction.
Come this way. Watch that.
People running in from that side, Tony.
Look at the other building. Check the other building. The other one? I got them both. What did you say to me? I told him to check the other building. The other building? I told this guy over here.
All right, let's critique real quick. He distracted me.
I got him big time.
I got excuses.
All right, the initial officer on the scene. How do you think things went?
I thought it was going pretty good. At the onset, we got the victim to the car, subject was on foot, and just gave us general direction to travel, leaving the area. And I wanted to stay with him in case he came back. Didn't want to leave him alone.
I thought what you did by allowing the victim to come to you instead of you coming to him was good, because you can't ever tell. They may have been staging something. He may not have been a victim at all, but by exposing yourself, you kept yourself under good cover and made him come to you, and you checked him real quick for weapons. Even though he was a purported victim, you can't ever tell about those things. Anybody else? How about a bad guy?
I got him.
I shot
He had two getting under the stairs.
shot my buddy.
When I come around the corner, he shot me.
I did.
Blue hat?
I didn't check this blue hat, man. He's coming right behind me.
I got him. He stuck his face right through the doorway and was yelling to somebody over here. I just stood up from there and got him big time.
That was my
And
fault.
him, when
standing
I
in
stood
front
up,
of
he
the
was
doorway.
standing just like this, but I got the front half of his body, and I think we shot about the same
About the
time.
same time.
You know, it might have been a standoff on that. Both might have went down from it. But if he had been a bad shot and missed me, I got him good because I had time to aim. I just hit under the stairs in there, and I got him right straight out because he was starting going, hey! And when he did, I didn't have it.
Technically, he was contained. And
Yeah.
I got nothing yet. Okay, I can fine. Here they come.
You driver. driver, stop, please. Stop the car. You. All right, now. You got a stick.
You good? Get the handcuff on this. No, get the handcuff on that side.
You told us not to put hands.
Okay.
All right, that's hands handcuffed. All right, that hand's handcuffed. Okay. I can smell some alcohol on his breath. How much you had to drink tonight, partner? 2 drinks, huh? How big were they? It's clean? Okay, what's your name? You don't know your name. All right. Come on, partner. I'll walk you back to the car. I'm going to charge you with driving under the influence. Now, in the state of Virginia, you have the implied consent law. Let me explain to you the implied consent law. Go on in, have a seat. Watch your head. All right, leave the door open. In the state of Virginia, whenever you're charged with driving under the influence of alcohol, you've already consented to take a blood or breath test to have the alcohol in your blood measured. Do you understand that? Mm-hmm. Now, if you refuse to take either the blood or the breath test, that's called unreasonable refusal. It's an automatic suspension of your driver's license. You understand that? Mm-hmm. All right. We're going to transport you to either headquarters for the breath test or the hospital for the blood test. Which one do you want?
Whichever one you want.
Sir, you have to make a choice. Which one do you want?
You make the choice. I'm tired of making choices.
Sir, the breath test is given at headquarters. It's very quick and simple. The blood test, you have to go to the hospital. They draw blood and you get the bill. Now, which one would you like?
Whichever one you want.
Sir, you actually have 3 choices. You have breath test, blood test, or refuse to take either one. If you don't pick one or the other, we'll charge you with refusal.
I'm not refusing.
All right, I think
Which one would you like to take?
Whichever one.
I think the magistrate will talk to him.
Charge him with refusal.
Okay, let's call a record for his vehicle. We car 4 at 3. Car 4 to headquarters.
Headquarters car 4.
Need a record to this location, tow drunk driver's vehicle. All right, let me go do the inventory of his vehicle. All right, cut. All right, step on up here.
Yeah, right by those red lights.
Let him come on and get out of the car. How much he had to drink? I think he's really drunk.
Actually, all I had was hamburger.
So you weren't acting.
Lunch wasn't that bad, was it?
What'd you see? Anything that he could have done duff under that?
Only when Paul reached through the door when I took off again, I let my foot off the clutch. There's nothing he could have done to more or less prevent that.
Okay.
And his stick laying on the seat, you know, unless he could have come through the other side and got that. But he didn't know that I was going to grab that.
The door was locked on the other side.
Yeah. We've had people asleep at traffic lights, engine running, car in gear, foot flat on the brake, and them asleep. You just reach over, turn the car off. The minute you wake them up, they're ready to go. But his car was already in motion, and the thing to do was keep him from backing into the police car again.
As far as approaching the vehicle, I think you did a good job on that. Did you see anything on that? All right, the only thing I saw on you put over half your body inside the car when you went to turn the key off, okay? And really, if the car had jumped quicker, he probably would have taken you on down the street with him.
And I was trying to be careful. The key's way
Right, I understand that. But if you could have just maybe just reached in with the one hand and cut the car off, you wouldn't have been in the circumstance that you were in.
It's a backhanded situation for him to shut the key off to begin with. His gun's on the right side. He can't reach in with that hand, obviously. So he has to get in considerably further to get with his left hand to keep his gun out of the car.
The best thing, like I say, you got it like this. You got it like this. Okay, what he did, you may have reached in with your left hand, but he was in like this. okay, he had his head, his shoulders almost to his waist in there,
Gotcha.
okay? If the car had jumped, it would have knocked him down. Possibly he could have run over. The man could have carried him on down. I believe, you know, it's a lot simpler. Here, you're watching the man, you're protecting your groin, and you reach in like this. Okay? All right? The only other thing is maybe most of y'all probably have screens when you put...
What big grin, see?
You gotta tell her to stop giggling too.
I can't scream no more.
Stop screaming.
Next. Stop! What you doing? Please, stop!
All right, now pull it. Nobody's gotten hurt yet. Now listen, you can't go anywhere. Young lady, right here. All right, now listen. Nobody's been hurt yet.
Back off!
We will. Nobody's going to hurt you.
Somebody's gonna get hurt.
Tell us what you want.
Want you to get away from here. Let us out of here.
You know we can't do that.
You gonna have to, friend.
We'll give you some room. Now, best thing we can do is talk
All right,
about
back off and give us some room.
it. I am backed off. I'm right here. Now talk to me.
No, sir. No, sir.
Call the sergeant.
I can't, man. I left the radio in the car.
All right, now listen. Nobody's gotten hurt yet. And the best thing you can do is just drop that knife. Let the girl go.
No way.
Then we can talk.
I quit. I'm not in this. He did it.
Take care of him. All right, you. Let the girl go. Right there. Drop the knife.
He's done. I already
Drop the knife. Get up against the wall. Put your hands against the wall.
Don't worry about it. He's dead.
Oh, he laughed. You're going to shoot him. Well, did he? Dead Paul. I hate men.
He is dead. I shot him a long time ago.
Okay. Come on,
As
Eddie.
soon as she broke away from him, I dusted him.
Yeah, okay. What was the situation? I know it was a rape, but what? What was your part in it?
Was you raping them or was they raping you?
I was going to shoot off everybody. All the men over here.
No, we were the perpetrators, raping her, and then the idea was she's going to get away from us, and being distraught and everything, was going to try to grab one of the officers' guns.
She hated all men at the
Waste
time.
us, and then maybe a policeman if he got in the way.
All right. All right, it was good. All right, like I say, first thing you would have done, something like that, you try not to handle it yourself. You call for assistance, get your sergeant, you ask for that, that was good. The only thing, all right, you moved on the other side, you had him covered, all right. When she made the move, he'd made the shot. Okay, one thing we're taught on a hostage situation, all right, you got two men around the girl, all right. The only thing I say, you standing here with your gun like this, okay? He's standing with his gun like this. Now, most of the time, you got to, if you have to shoot, what kind of shot do you have? You're gonna have a head shot or a shoulder shot or something like this, and you can't make that shot from here. We're taught that on a hostage situation, anytime you have a hostage, you get your gun up, you're aiming it at your target. All right, like on him, you had a couple times you could have took him out if you had to, if you'd had your gun up. You couldn't have done it from the waist. Okay, so you're always ready to make that shot if necessary. So what I would have done, if he was standing there, I would have called for assistance like you did, but I would have had my gun up. I would have had a shot at either his head or the thing I could have got a shot at. Okay, and I would the same thing with
The problem is
you.
when you shoot him, he shoots her.
Okay.
When both of them got a hold of her. As soon as she broke away from him, once he got out of it, he
All
was
right, if you
clear.
understand
Once she broke away from him, as soon as she broke away and I had a
Okay,
shot,
what
I
I'm
got
saying is, if you have to shoot, you're prepared to shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but you're not prepared to shoot with your gun down by your side. Okay.
I was concerned for the victim.
All right.
I brought the gun down.
Right, right. But I would have kept the gun up. I would have kept it at his head or whatever I saw to shoot. It would have been the same thing with the other subject. And you relaxed too soon. Okay? You relaxed too soon. Soon as you shot him, all right, you relaxed.